The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, Jack.
Captain the Cats!
Hi there guys, welcome back into another session. Early one for me today, just coming up towards 8 AM in this London European session. Mrs. Nick had me up at 5 AM and out for a run first thing, even before the sunrise this morning, so I am cracking on and ready for the day. What we're going to do today with you is have a look at a few levels on BTC. We're going to have a look at the order flow and a little bit of a warning sign for you as well with taking into account the spot liquidity, okay? A little bit of a warning sign that we may be in for still a little bit of downwards violence, okay? But yeah, let's jump in and have a look at a few levels and where we are going and where we have come from. What's going on in the space? Chainlink CCIP private transactions lodge, right? Okay, Kashkari's view on crypto transactions. Who gives a flying fuck? Larson donates 10 million in XRP to Harris campaign. All right, so lizards donating to lizards. Right, carry on. Right, yesterday morning we were sat under 60k, we're sat under 70k, weren't we? From the weekend I think we just wicked over 69k. The blue haired liberal white dudes for Harris, if you don't know what that reference is, go and Google it. Still selling BTC under 70k. We'll buy everything you have and then fuck off, and a few levels for consideration there. Last week, very green week. What I was trying to say to people was at the end of last week was bullish high time frame, expecting the supply at 70k just to hold price for a little while, okay? Spot supply was quite heavy, to be honest, on a couple of exchanges, and I don't think we had the momentum or the kind of market bid to push right through last week at all, to be honest. So what we're saying is basically, yeah, okay, look, this might take a little bit of time, okay? Sunday service, can the market gods give a violent pullback on BTC before we continue? So it would be treated as a gift, few levels for your delectation. Basically looking down here, okay, so we did eventually wick up over 69k, so if anyone was still holding some risk on longs, that's good. I hope you're all hoping spot from a lot lower as well. But yeah, we were holding that area basically, and there's some big order blocks above us at that 70k region, okay? So shared that with the guys in the private Discord as well, in the TRDR console, that basically, yeah, I'm looking at mid 66 first point of interest for me, really. And you can just see yesterday morning as we looked at it how heavy the ratios were on the supply zone there in the aggregated supply. So you can just see there Coinbase Pro, Bitstamp, Binance, all loads of spot selling there. So we had a little cheeky day trade short there just to get the juices flowing on a Monday, okay? Didn't quite catch those highs there, those wick highs, because you've just got to take it when you wake up. Obviously, I think that was about 2 AM my time. I wasn't trading the Asian session on Sunday, okay? And where have we come to? We've just come back down to that region now, okay? So if you just look at the hourly chart, we've just come back down into that mid 66. So we're looking at that mid 66 region to come back to. And yeah, not bad at all, okay? So pretty good start to the week. Cheeky little day trades all round. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at a few levels as the transvestite bears are still selling under 70k. Do they not know where we're going? Where we are going, you don't need charts. Okay, so let's start with the daily charts. This is interesting to check. Okay, so meme trend line. If you're familiar with how I like to look at the charts, I don't particularly like trend lines, but I will always draw them because I know that other traders take them into consideration. Like a moving average or something, isn't it? I don't actually think people and markets trade off averages. I think human psychology comes into certain things like that. But anyway, I do like horizontal levels. But interesting to see whichever way you draw this trend line, okay, whether you're drawing it on the close of candles or on the wicks of candles. I'm just gonna pop it there because you've got 3 days of wicks there, okay, back from September. Okay, nice to see that the fixed range POC coming right in there that we've wicked below at 67k. Interesting to see, okay, just remember a few of these levels. However you draw this trend line, even if you come and back test 65k, it's still going to look pretty good. And then you can just see you've got your monthly VWAP and monthly open right back there at 63k, okay, so weekly open above us there at 69k. 4 hour chart, this is an interesting one, okay, so well above our value area highs now. even though this hasn't been a range really. It's kind of been a thrash down and thrash back up. 4-hour chart, not bad. Daily open, we're just bouncing from the daily open now. We do still have those levels a little bit lower if we're to get a bit more violence into that 65k, okay? But the 4-hour chart, nice and constructive, uponly.com. Hourly chart, trending like crazy. We pulled back into that 1 hour order block there, and we wicked back above the 1 hour 200 EMA there. Nice to have a 200 EMA on your 1 hour charts if you are trading the trends. Really, really nice points to pull back. So, a couple of things for consideration. Really, is this dip it? Is this it and we are done? Not sure, and I have got a slight warning sign for you that I'm going to check with you in the spot liquidity. So to do that, let's jump into the TRDR console and check it out. Right, here we go then, guys. Grab a link from below for the TRDR console. Best data sets in the market. Free console trial for you there with that link. So, a few things to look at and one little warning sign, okay? So we can see, I mean, all these crosses here are my group spot alert, basically. Group spot alert, BTC group spot. So Binance, Bitstamp, Coinbase Pro, all selling into this zone, okay? And this is the area that I pointed out to the guys in the Discord yesterday. If you did want to get involved in that, pop across to the academy. Okay, there's some free stuff on here, but pop across to the main academy, okay, and get involved in this, and you get access to the private Discord as well, okay. But yeah, basically what I want to show you is a couple of things. So we've still got these order blocks a little bit lower, haven't we? Okay, coming right down to 65k. What is that in confluence with? It's in confluence with a back test of that trend line. Whichever way you draw it, you know, you can draw it either way. Supply zone was quite heavy yesterday, so Sunday evening, Sunday open, Asian open into Monday European session, quite heavy supply. So absolutely, yeah, didn't quite catch the wick highs, but happy to just trade that down as we go. One thing to say is we've still got these order blocks a bit lower, and the aggregated, okay, the aggregated depth of book, not very good here. Okay, so that has to be considered. You only got 120 mil, 200 mil aggregated depth of book here. Do we need to come down, fill some more demand, grab some momentum before rotating back up? I would certainly favour that and want to see that. You know, we can rotate up from here, but it's certainly going to take a big market bid and push to go and crack that 70k after we've hit all this supply. The warning sign I did want to show you was on the liquidity, basically. So let me just hide that a second, okay? So if you're unfamiliar with this, go check out in the playlists on my channel the Liquidity King template. And one thing I just want to show you is the spot liquidity being very high, because we have had a lot of selling, haven't we? Okay, so this is just a 4-hour basis. Now, what do you need to check out? Well, basically, every time the spot liquidity gets high, we do prefer it in confluence with the perps liquidity and the open interest as well. But we tend to get rotations down, okay? So your risk on areas are when the spot liquidity, open interest, and perps liquidity is low like this. Look at this wick area, right into 49k. Perps books wiped out, all the open interest wiped out, and the all the perps contracts wiped out. Okay, and perps liquidity drops to that downside as well. Let me just go to a daily chart, and I might be able to show you this on a slightly higher time frame. Let me just go to that. Okay, so here we go. So this is basically where we are, and this is the warning sign I want to offer you for consideration. If we are to get any more violence and a big wicks down into that 65k or below, don't let it surprise you when you are seeing the spot liquidity like this, okay? Perps is pretty chilled. Open interest is high. It is high. I expect, like I said in the last video and I've said on the lives, I expect open interest to be high. Okay, there's going to be a lot of contracts vying for a position in the books when you're looking at breakouts or breakdowns, you know. But this is your warning sign. Spot liquidities, people have been filling sells up here under that 70k, all right. And as we can see, every time we get those highs on the spot liquidity, like back here, okay, not as high as where we are now, we sell off, okay. Back here, we sell off. Back here, we sell off. Even on that spike there, we sell off for a few days, okay. So this needs to be taken into consideration. And as I say, I do prefer it in confluence with the perps market as well. You can see this was your best one here, back at the just under 72k back there in June. Perps liquidity, very frothy. Everyone thought we were going to break out. We were quite of the understanding that we weren't going to break out at that time, if you were joining us on the live sessions or not. Spot liquidity high, perps liquidity high, open interest very, very high. We rotate down, okay? So I have to say that classic TA wise and level wise, the monthly chart's looking great. The weekly chart is looking great. Okay. Even daily and 4-hour charts looking great. The 1-hour chart is trending. Okay. I'm not going to battle that too much if I'm hedging positions. It's in and out. It's in and out. It's quick. It's low margin. It's low leverage, in and out. But you have to take this into consideration. So, like I said, if you do get any violence down a little bit further, don't be surprised because I've shown you the chart here. All right, guys. So yeah, that's it really. We're still just coming down from a supply zone. Aggregated depth is not the best. Okay, if you're going to push up, it's going to take a strong market bid. I'm in favor of coming down if we can get it, filling a little bit demand in this area, bringing the open interest down. Okay, bringing that spot liquidity down. Let's reset a little bit and then we'll rotate up. And you know what? That can take a couple of days. And while we're doing that, I'm sure a lot of the altcoins will have fun and play. A lot of the memes are still absolutely on fire as well, aren't they? Anyway, okay, guys. So what we'll do is we'll do a live session a little bit later on in the US session. I'll drop a link for that on Twitter and the socials as well. Okay, I still think we're in for a good couple of weeks and months. I do think we are going to crack this 70k at some point, but does it come from right here, right now? My theory today is no. I think we need to go and fill a little bit of demand, reset a little bit, and then look for a rotation up. All right, guys. If you've got anything out of the video, give it a share, give it a like. Okay. If you're struggling with the volatility in any way, shape, or form, go and check out the academy. Join us in the private Discord. You can get a little bit of one-on-one tutorial from myself as well and the team there as well. All right, guys. But look, I still think we're in for a great week. But don't be surprised if you get some violence downwards. Okay, it's to be expected. Have a great day. Cheers.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?